Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. For those of you who know me, welcome back, and for those of you who don't, I'm Pia and I'm your host for all things luxe. On today's video, I thought I'd share with you my everyday jewelry. I have certain pieces that I will wear every single day. And then some other pieces that, depending on a seasonal mood occasion basis, I will change around. Another one of the reasons I don't change my jewelry on a daily basis is because I do not stock my jewelry or my designer handbags all in the house. Anything that's valuable will be stored outside of the house. And so these are the pieces that I keep with myself and just wear every single day. Starting by my necklaces, I have two pieces in here. One of them will be from my permanent collection and the other one is the piece I change seasonally. So the first one in here is one I get quite a couple of questions about, and it's called the Cartier d'Amour. This one right here is in 18 karat yellow gold and it's got the largest size of diamond that they do. It's a brilliant cut diamond, the type of cut that makes diamonds shine the most, and hence why this piece is always catching the light. They also do the options of smaller diamonds, and you could get the chain in rose gold and in white gold. I received this one as a gift for my birthday a couple of years ago from my husband, and ever since he gifted it to me, I haven't taken it off, except for fake tan days and things like that. The other necklace I have in here, it's what I call a seasonal necklace. I received this one as a gift from the brand Histoire d'Or. Quite an iconic brand in France. I think they have something for every price point, and this is one of the latest collections, if not the latest, if I'm not mistaken, that they've released. It's got a beautiful dainty yellow gold chain, a lapis lazuli stone on the pendant, and what I think to be a little bit of a flower made in diamonds. I love the idea that this piece belongs to a collection called Talisman because I somehow feel like it's protecting me, and I believe worn together they complement each other in a very lovely way. Now, just a quick mention to my watch because I think this one deserves a whole other video on its own. A Louis Cartier Tank Mini in yellow gold with a granderie or rice grain chain for the bracelet. This particular timepiece was created as a collaboration between the jewelry department and the watchmaking department at Cartier. And so even if the watch is technically a timepiece, it does dress the wrist just as much as a bracelet would. Moving on to my bracelets, I have three that I've been currently wearing non-stop. One of them from my permanent collection, two of them from my seasonal changes. The first one right here is what in Uruguay we call an esclava, and it's a yellow gold bracelet that you get either when you're baptized or when you're a baby. It's a cultural traditional piece. I got mine when I was just a couple of months old, and the particularity of this piece is that it belongs to my permanent collection because it literally won't come out. In the interior of the piece, there's an inscription and my mom's birthday on a certain year because that was the date that they picked for my baptism. Hashtag fun fact. It was commissioned by my godmother and it's a piece I adore to bits. Now you can get these ones in a larger size, and I actually had some from my mom in a much thicker sort of jonk style made of solid gold. However, those ones got stolen once at an airport, but that's a story for another day. And then the other two bracelets I wear in here are the ones which I tend to change. This handle I tend to put on like seasonal pieces, and sometimes I'll have a lot, and sometimes I'll go through phases where I wear like just one. There'll always be something. Now I'm on a phase where I really like this two together. I've had this combination for months now and I haven't taken it off, except for showering and for the gym, where I take out my C collection one. The other one I sleep with it and I do everything that you shouldn't be doing with it. So the first one in here is the C collection charms bracelet, an Australian brand that creates custom made bracelets and necklaces. They're all made of stainless steel and it was a gift from the brand, and I absolutely adore this one, particularly because of the charms that they put into it. Normally as a customer you choose the charms. The owner of the brand is a really good friend of mine and she chose the charms for me and the things that she thought would represent me well. So she chose the heart and the infinite sign to represent my love with my husband. And then there's a camera, which obviously represents my love for photography. There's a seashell for my love for the beach. And there's a hand that says handmade that represents the fact that the piece was handmade for me. All of their pieces are handmade for their users. And I think that one marries really, really lovely with my Van Cleef agate bracelet. The model's called Vintage Alhambra and it's created in 18 karat yellow gold with 5 Vintage Alhambra motifs. The stone in there is agata and each one of the leaves is adorned by little yellow gold beads, which in my opinion give it a daintier and a little bit more feminine touch to them. They're said to be inspired in clover leaves. For many cultures, a 4-leafed clover is a good luck symbol. That is the case for me too. So all the luck I can have between my talisman and my bracelet, I want to have it. I've had this one for I think 4 or 5 years now, and it's a piece I like quite a lot. I go through phases where I'll wear it for 5 months in a row, then take it off for 2 months, then put it back on for 3 months in a row. But all in all, it's a piece I really enjoy wearing. I know now there's this kind of Van Cleef ick thing going on. I don't really have it. I don't care if there are people out there wearing fake ones and that makes them happy. Just let them be. And I think it's a collection that I'll still continue to purchase. They came out with the same motif on another stone recently, which is in white gold and a really dark navy stone. And even if I'm not much of a white gold or even silver wearer, I think the color of the stone is really appealing to me. So next time I'm in Paris, I might pop into the Place Vendôme boutique and then have a little look at the necklace against my skin or my fake tan skin. So it's a collection that dates back to 1968. And nerd as I am, my lovely essay at Van Cleef in Paris gifted me this book once. The picture of the first ever sautoir and the first ever pendant created within the collection. There's also some beautiful vintage imagery. Look at this vintage bracelet. How stunning is that? All right, I'm getting diverted, excuse me. Now, very true to the brand's essence, this piece is linked to nature, whether it's truly inspired in the clove leaves or in the city in Spain in Andalusia, because there is some sort of link when you look at the shape. This is a piece I purchased for myself after what I considered to be a big career milestone. So to me, it commemorates having reached that milestone. And when I look at it, it just kind of pushes me forward to achieving some other ones as well. Now, regarding my everyday rings, I have 2 in here that are from my permanent collection, like I call it, and then one of it that's more of a seasonal piece. It's quickly becoming a permanent one as well. So the first one in here is my Love wedding band. It's by Cartier and it's the thin version of the Love ring. And just like other pieces in my jewelry collection, this one will be in 18 carats yellow gold. It's obviously a dear piece to my heart. And when I look at it, not only I think of my husband in the loving hubby wedding type of band, but it also reminds me of a little bit of that adventurous side that we have. It's a piece we purchased in Venice where we exchanged our wedding bands. It was just the 2 of us. So even if we got married in Paris, we didn't exchange rings at the ceremony back then. We exchanged them just the 2 of us in Venice a year later. And it was a very spontaneous thing to do. We purchased mine at the Cartier boutique in Venice, and my husband's wedding band, we bought it at the Rialto Bridge, where there's the oldest jeweler in Venice. It's a very comfortable everyday piece. If I hadn't taken it as my wedding band, I probably would have purchased this ring anyway, because I think it looks beautiful even worn in other fingers like that. It's a really, really lovely piece. And it obviously belongs to a collection called Love. I love cliches. It seemed like a good idea to be a walking cliche. On my right hand, I wear this other 2 rings. My pinky ring, a family heirloom. This is a piece that my grandfather from my mom's side commissioned for my grandma. Oli, ¿cómo estás? ¿Vos sabés para qué fecha se lo mandó a hacer? Después hablamos, besito, te quiero. Ciao, ciao. Well, it seems like we're not gonna know exactly what date it was made for. And I always used to ask her to please gift me this piece one day. She's not with us anymore, and I have her ring as she had promised. So to me, this is a very special piece. She used to also wear it on her pinky ring. This woman was the most fabulously dressed, elegant, classic, modern at the same time lady that's ever stepped on earth. So carrying a piece from her every day with me just brings her closer to me on a daily basis. This other piece in here is a diamond pavé covered panther on a yellow gold band. The eyes of both panthers are created in blue sapphires, and the rest of the head of the panthers are covered in clear diamonds. One of my girlfriends has the same ring, and it's funny because with her I call it the friendship ring, but according to my husband, one of the panthers is him and the other one is myself. Although funny enough, panthers have been known in jewelry to represent wild, free women. On this side of my ears I have 5 holes, and on this one just 1. I'm considering getting some other ones, but I'm dreading the sleeping inconvenience on it. Starting off by my everyday earrings, I have a pair from Missoma, thick hoop earrings covered in tiger's eyes, onyx and moonstone. I think these ones add quite a bit of light to the face, and the color palette of the stones is very appropriate for this colder months in my opinion. From time to time I'll exchange them, but on an almost daily basis these are the ones I've been reaching out for. Up next I have a little diamond up here. It's an 18 karat gold yellow gold piercing with a brilliant cut diamond in it. Underneath it I tend to wear a yellow gold hoop covered in pavé diamonds. However, I recently purchased this little pin from an artisan in Etsy and I've been really loving it. I'm considering getting the Anita Co one, but I'm thinking I might want it in a little bit of a shorter size. I then have a yellow gold seashell right here, and then moving up there's this Idyl chain. One of the pieces I get the most questions about when it comes to my jewelry, which is in yellow gold as well with 2 different diamonds in it, and it's held up here by another Idyl yellow gold round cut lab grown brilliant diamond. That all of the pieces from Idyl are modular type of jewelry, which means you can mix and match different things and you can wear them perhaps attached to a bracelet on a different way on your ears. The more Idyl pieces you have, the more mix and matching you can do. So what I like to do with this Apollo chain is either wear it climbing up to this other piercing I have in here, or sometimes I'll just hook it under 2 of the holes down here, or even just on one from the front and then hooking it all the way to the back. All right, you guys, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've been on the fence regarding getting any of the pieces that I just mentioned, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below with any questions you might have about them. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're not done, I'll leave you 2 more videos in here so you can binge a little bit more. See you on the next one. Bye!